We recently attended a Chamber of Commerce networking event. Now, we belong to multiple chambers of commerce here in the Boulder area. And what always strikes me is how many people always say to us, you two are everywhere. And it's because we belong to so many local organizations, but it's also because they're seeing us online. We started talking about our grassroots local marketing, not focused on PPC clicks or ad spend, but really what we're doing at a fraction of the cost of traditional paid advertising that lets us sort of be everywhere all at once. And this includes how we create content, how we treat our Google business profile, why we started a YouTube channel, and what we're doing to rank in search results. Because we are a new business and we compete against companies here that have been around for 20, 30 years. They have their firm in this area. And so what we need to do is we need to build new relationships with new referral partners and increase our visibility online so that when someone is searching for window coverings near them, we come up. And some of the things I was sharing with our fellow chamber members, they were just telling us that they loved how we were thinking out of the box on marketing. And we have. We totally changed our marketing strategy here for our window covering company back in December of last year. And it's part of the reason why we run these services for our clients. So, hey everyone, welcome back to the Blueprint to Business. I'm Amber, and if this is your first time here, this is the channel where we share real strategies for building profitable home services businesses using our experience in digital marketing, SEO, operations, and efficiencies. So today's video is important because I want to pull back the curtain on exactly what the FS agency is, how we work with home services businesses to help them scale, and why our approach is getting results that other business owners have started asking us questions about what we do. Because here's the thing, most home services businesses are still marketing like it's 1995. I came across a stat that 1 out of every 2 home services businesses don't have a comprehensive digital marketing strategy. And that creates a big opportunity for the ones who do adapt and try to do things a little bit differently online. This is particularly true in an AI-driven world. So the FS agency, which stands for what we originally called Franchise Solutions, let's talk about how it all started. So when Eric and I launched our window covering business, we had hired someone to work with us 5 to 7 hours a week just to provide some support services. It's someone I've worked with for years and I know really well. And we always referred to her as the Jane of all trades. So we were able to carve off all that stuff that either we didn't want to do or we didn't have time to do or wasn't the highest and best use of our time to Jessica to be able to help us grow and scale our business. This freed us up to go to more in-person meetings, to build relationships with interior designers, to really focus on our strategy for marketing, as well as our operation and support systems to ensure that we were doing everything well. And that's sort of how it started, is because I thought if we were doing this for our company in Colorado, why wouldn't this be of use to other home services industries? So within 6 months, we were getting calls from other business owners starting to ask us what we were doing differently, that we were so new and just so everywhere within our community. At chamber meetings, people would be asking us about our marketing. We'd be getting questions about kind of what is our secret sauce? Like, why are we so new? And really been able to get the word out so effectively and efficiently about our company. One of the things is that we don't come from a traditional digital marketing agency. Traditional digital marketing agency, most of them have never stepped foot inside someone's home. They don't know what it's like to actually be in the home, providing that customer support, providing that service. We do, we know that. We also are not business coaches who've never dealt with installation crews or weather delays or supply chain issues. Our advice is coming from people who are actually running the same type of business and solving the same problems every day. So going back to that chamber event, this does happen to us quite frequently, but this one chamber event was pretty interesting. I was talking to a roofer, an interior designer, a real estate agent, and a plumber. I feel like I'm about to tell a joke here. We were talking about the importance of your Google business profile versus social. And so many people that I speak to in the home services space are so focused on building up their Facebook following and their Instagram following. What they don't realize is the importance of their Google business profile or their Google My Business profile. Everyone's aware of the importance of reviews, but there's so much more to GBP than the reviews. And that is the platform that Google owns. Google owns the GBP, they own YouTube, they don't own Facebook or Instagram. So if you're talking about building your relationship online, if you're talking about building your reputation online long term, you want to play the Google game and be where Google is. That's what's going to help you build up your profile more quickly. So we were talking at this chamber event about what it took for us to take our digital marketing experience from our prior online businesses and adapt that to a local GBP. What it took for us to actually launch our YouTube channel for our window covering business, and what it took for us to take that YouTube content and get it onto our website. And when we figured out that workflow strategy, it was just a game changer for us. We were getting more online bookings and calls almost overnight. Okay, it takes a couple months, but it was a lot quicker than I had anticipated. And this is what I call just the power of grassroots digital marketing, not paid ad campaigns, but grassroots marketing efforts. So what exactly does the FS agency do? We offer three main types of services, and they're all designed specifically for home services business. First is operational consulting and grassroots marketing for ongoing clients. This is something that we started because we saw a lot of home services businesses, they don't have the revenue, particularly in the first 1, 2, 3 years, to hire a full-time GM. But they, as the owner, cannot be all places at all times. These owners tend to spend more time working in the business instead of on the business. And then they reach a plateau because there's only so many hours in the day. So this is our comprehensive approach where we work with you to optimize your entire customer experience, from booking appointments, confirming appointments, client tracking after appointments have closed into a sale, project completion, follow-up, generating reviews. We help to build systems that work for your business, not to try to recreate the wheel, but to really take the tools that you're already using and help them be more efficient. At the same time, we work on grassroots marketing. So it's exactly what we've done here for our Colorado home services business. We have about a 10 or 12 step content workflow. And what we need from you is photos and videos. We help you get those. We give tips on how to take better photos and videos and why that's important. And then we take care of the rest. We create the content, share the content, and there's very little that you need to do at that point. But once you start sharing that content more regularly in the right places, you will really start to see your GBP rankings and your website rankings increase. It's all of these operations consulting that kind of combine with the marketing implementation. And the big thing here is that we're not a traditional digital marketing agency. A traditional digital marketing agency will help you with your ad spend and PPC and meta ads. They might help you with some SEO. We do that, and at the same time also look at your operations and your efficiency to help scale your business. So you're sort of getting two business opportunities all blended into one. The second business we have is a Google Business Profile Audit and Coaching Service. This is where we take a personalized look at your GBP as well as your Google Business Profile for 3 of your competitors and lay out a comprehensive step-by-step guide on how to improve your GBP performance over time. We can also add on a coaching service where we help coach you through those steps. If everything that we say is entirely foreign to you, we will help explain and keep you on track so that you can start running your own GBP efficiently and effectively in a fraction of the time that you're probably spending right now on social media. So this is a perfect opportunity for a business that wants to kind of DIY your own marketing, but just don't know where to begin. So many home services businesses are leaving money on the table because they're not curating their Google business profile and taking advantage of all of the elements that are in that profile. And we'll talk more in later videos about all those parts of the GBP and how important they are to your business. Then the third thing that we do is just some general coaching and strategy sessions. So sometimes you don't need ongoing support. You just need someone who understands your business to help think through a specific challenge or a specific opportunity. We can also help with some base level AI integrations. So if you're consistently hearing about ChatGPT and what it can do for your business and don't know where to start, we can do some coaching for just a couple hours of helping you learn ChatGPT and figure out the prompts that you need for your business to help it scale. I mean, maybe you're deciding whether to expand to a new service area, or you're trying to figure out pricing and setting your margins. Those are things that it continues to compound week after week, month after month. And if your pricing is not competitive, but also your margins are not set in a way that make sure that you're profitable, that can really snowball. Recently, we had a call with a potential client, and we were walking through her pricing strategy and how she set up her estimates. And I made a recommendation to just change one thing in her estimate. She did that, closed the sale. She came back to us right away saying that she earned an additional $400 on that sale without the client batting an eyelash, just because of how she set up her estimate and her pricing. So those are the types of things where sometimes you need someone from the outside to come in and ask the right questions to try to set you up for success. So those are our three primary ways that we can help clients from the FS agency, whether it's long-term support, a GBP audit, or one-off coaching. Our goal is not to turn plumbers into influencers, but we want to help plumbers get found by the people who need their services. We don't want to try to turn a roofer into a content creator and try to create the next viral roofing video. We want roofers to build systems that turn every satisfied customer into a source of referrals and reviews. And this is why we're different than a digital marketing agency. So what am I asking of you today? If you're a home services business owner who's tired of feast or famine months, if you know you should be doing more in digital marketing, particularly during your slow times, so that you can make the most of that time, or if you're just curious about what grassroots marketing could look like for your business, subscribe to this channel, because I've only scratched the surface of a lot of these theories. And we are going to be diving deep into specific strategies and systems in upcoming videos. Check out our website where you can learn more. And third, and most important, drop a comment below and tell me, what is your biggest challenge right now? Is it lead gen, customer acquisition, operational efficiency? How can we help you? If you found this valuable, hit the like button and listen for our next video where we talk about how we got our first 10 appointments for our window covering business. Thanks for watching.